Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today was supposed to be a rain day. It's been raining all morning and you could see the soupy mess it made. But we got a break in the weather and it's not going to rain for maybe an hour, possibly two. What I'm going to do in that time is get these columns fortified. As you can see, when we put these columns up, we put in the 1/2-inch bolt at the bottom and 2 of these Simpson strong tie bolts at the top. And that's really strong. But we're expecting high winds later today, and these columns are acting singularly. They have nothing connecting them together like these do. This has a corner. It's got the girts fully connected in the corner, which really strengthens that wall. And all of these columns are connected to each other, so they kind of share the load. These do not. They're standing singularly. So if we have a strong enough gust of wind, it could theoretically knock one of these down, bust all that stuff out at the bottom. But if you have 2 bolts in there, it's much stiffer. So what I'm going to do is go around. I'm just going to get all these top bolts in place. I think the rest of it is just fine. All of that stuff has girts in it, and there's a few double bolts here and there, like there and there. So this is going to be a pretty short video, and with any luck, I won't get rained on during it. All right, I got a little kit ready to go, and I have the hardware sitting on the top of each column, so I'm off to the races. Little gust of that wind I was talking about just came through. It was probably a good 20 miles an hour, and you could see the columns moving a little bit. The thing is, the way I have it right now, with just a single big bolt in the bottom and these 2 Simpson bolts in the top, I can take those 2 little bolts out and I can adjust this column a good deal in and out. And I wanted to use that for once the trusses get put in. If I need to adjust everything, I can adjust it and then put the bolts in. After I do this, I can still adjust it, and it's not really a problem. It's just that once I adjust it, I'll have to re-drill the hole, and then the hole's going to be a little bit oval. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but there still is a little bit of room for the column to move that way, and I would rather not have that. But in the end, I don't think I'm going to have to adjust these columns at all. We'll see. All right, it is getting windier by the minute, so let's get going on these bolts. Okay, Kitty, I got all of the bolts in that I want to get in, which is every one on this side right here and this one right here. This column is not attached to anything. This board is loose right here. If you saw yesterday's video, I just got that cut at the end of the day and it was getting dark, so that's loose up there. So all of the columns that are standing by themselves have double bolts on them. So while I was doing this, I thought to myself, what else can I get done until it starts raining that I won't have to be in this soupy mess? I can't cut girts or anything. My extension cord reaches as far as the saw. I can't move the saw like right here without having way too long of an extension cord. So it came upon me that I need to get rid of all 4 of these batter boards. They've been in the way of getting gravel on the outside here. So I'm going to get rid of these batter boards, and this gravel right here is not soupy at all. This is nasty, sticky clay mud. I can't really get in there. I really want to do some stuff with this stuff as well. But I can remove the batter boards and I can clear out all of this log stuff right here and have a real nice path. Our excavator guy is going to be bringing gravel a little later in the week, and I'll give him some real nice access here and places he couldn't get into before, like this area right here. This area right here really needs to be scraped a little bit. This mud came down from the hill when this was a bare hill, and it's super sticky. He needs to take off a couple inches of this gooey mud and put in a couple inches of nice gravel so I can get a scaffold in here when it comes time to do these end walls, which will be very soon. So I don't think I'm going to film any of this, but I'll show you afterwards. All right, the batter boards are gone. Now he can get into these areas, especially this area. He can go around the corner and get all this stuff filled in. There's no way that I'm going to be able to put a scaffold on this stuff. I could probably put it right there and that's it. So this whole area right here needs to be leveled off, and around the corner as well. This actually took, I don't know, maybe 3 hours. You could see all the wood I collected there, and I put some on these piles back here. I think I'm just gonna burn that pile back there and transfer whatever I can from this pile onto that while it's burning. I really just got to get rid of this stuff. I raked out this whole area as well, and now he should be able to get in here, scrape this muck out, and get some decent gravel in this area. We also need some decent gravel all through here. You can see where it's all mucky right here. Okay, I'm getting a lot done on a day that I thought was going to be a total bust. Now, I still have no idea what time it's supposed to be raining. It was supposed to be raining by now. I have everything put away, so what I think I'm going to do is start emptying out the 10 by 10. This is a Shelter Logic shed in a box, and I was going to use that as a staging area for the tools and stuff, but I rarely use it, and most of the stuff in there was from earlier stages. So I'm going to clear that out, and I think I'm going to put the shelf in the house, and it'll stay there for maybe 2 weeks. As soon as we have a roof on this, I can put it inside here. But at any rate, this tent has to go, as well as that propane tank. That has to go over there, so that's going to be a little while. We need this area open for a concrete truck to come right through here and then pull straight into the opening right here. Okay, I'm going to start working on this, and I'll get back with you when I'm done. Well, today went a lot better than I thought it would. What looked like it was going to be an hour or two break in the rain turned out to be the entire day. I started at about 9 out here, and it is now 4 o'clock, and I'm pretty much done. I got this reorganized. I'm not going to take this down quite yet because I need all these clamps and stuff, so I'm just going to wait until We have a roof over this. Then I'm going to take all this stuff out. Also, we got 2 calls today. One good news, one bad news. Bad news is my truck might not be ready until next Monday. I was going to use that today to go get the grade beam stuff, but looks like that's not happening until next week. But our excavator guy called, and they're going to come and do this concrete tomorrow. They're going to pour this slab here, the 6 holes for Natalie's grade beam, and the 2 holes for the gate on the road back there. And his concrete guy, which is Natalie's old softball coach, is going to do the finish on this. I could probably do it myself, but this is a prominent position, and I'd rather have a concrete guy do the finish work on it. So tomorrow, bright and early, I got to get out here and get to work on these girts. They're not going to do this until after school time. The concrete guy works for the school system, and he'll be working all day. So by the time they pour this, I should be well along the way with this stuff. And while he's here, the excavator is the guy who's going to lift the trusses into place, so I can talk to him about that at the same time. So I'll have a lot more about that in the next video. I'm hoping to be ready for trusses real soon, within a couple days, but I don't think I'll be able to get them done by then. So if you want to see all that action, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.